In my defense, I had a bad time with Yakuza Kiwami. I think Yakuza Kiwami breaking the game, just the whole stream thing going haywire, really threw me for a loop. But we're back now. What's up, VOD watchers? Can I get a different song? Not that one. Can I get a different song? I could do, man, I have a shit ton of music in here. What's up, Jax? Welcome back to the stream. How's it going? Always a pleasure to have you here. What's happening? What's rocking? All right, my audio is off for me, which is weird to say the least. It sounds like it's outside. That's not good. I don't want my stuff sounding like it's outside, you know what I mean? The music sounds like it's nearby, but it's not quite in the headphones. There we go. Alright, the old unplug and replug trick. Right, so today I'm playing Lovely Planet. Now, I've never played this game before. And I've never seen it played before. But I've heard the music. And that's what we're operating off of. Uh-oh. There we go. You stream from outside your house? Nope. Work with me. Thank you. We're gonna lower the sound just a little bit. We're also gonna lower my sound a little bit because it's too high. There we go. I think we're okay. But no, I'm glad to hear that it's been okay. That's right. You did ask me for legal notes and I didn't get them to you. In my defense, I was taking an exam. That's not true. I was studying for an exam and then I got back and I was like, I should probably stream. I'm gonna be gone from Friday to like next Saturday. So might be in my best interest to maybe stream a little bit. So I haven't really done all that much. Although I did do my homework while I was waiting for the people who were doing construction to leave. Alright. There we go. I knew my fucking audio was off. Goddamn. Okay. So I don't play FPSs. I don't play FPSs too much. And by too much, I mean ever. The last time I played a first-person shooter with a gun might have been with Kenta Dying or Dead Island 2. It's been a while. Alright, let's just say that it's not my forte. That said, you know, I don't. This game was like $2. This game was like $2. What am I gonna do? What am I gonna be like? Sorry, no. Oh, don't shoot them. Gotcha. Bad idea to shoot those guys. Don't shoot the brown people. Alright? Black people. I didn't want to say black people because it felt weird, and then I think saying brown people made it more weird. I'm sorry. I'd like to apologize. I wasn't really thinking about it like that. This looks more weird, low-key internet stuff like the spider game and the house dating game. Well, these games are the best. Alright, if you're not playing weird shit, then I'm sorry, but you're not playing. Alright, let's get real. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it twisted. If you're not being weird, you're not being real. Die! Ooh! Alright, I guess it's like a speedrunning game. I'm down for that. I'm not saying it's bad. Yeah, I wasn't saying it's bad either. I was agreeing with you. I think it's good. Die! But no, a bunch of shit happened in the time that I haven't streamed, alright? You gotta, listen, I didn't stream because I'm lazy, but also because I had shit going on. Alright, I had an interview for a job at HLB Gross Collins, and it went so poorly that I can't read this. I don't. Uh-oh. What am I missing here? What am I missing here? Oh, wrong way. Oh, what the fuck? Where am I? Okay. Well, look at me. Being a little silly. Being a little bit of a goober. Alright, we're fine. We're killing it. Whee! Fuck you. No! Am I stuck down here? Can I go up? Ooh. Come on. Fuck you! Yeah, I think it might be time to. I think it might be time to give up. I think it might be time to give up. All right, let's throw in the towel, baby. Okay. We don't want him to shoot whatever the fuck the blue thing is. That'd be bad. Me too. Elite triathletes. Oh my god. Oh my god. What the fuck? I hope he's doing okay. Hope he turns out all right. I hope he's in the hospital to like get his balls checked and not for anything important. That's not. What is it? Prostate cancer? Prostate cancer isn't in the balls, I'm pretty sure. I'm not confident. I haven't gotten checked. I could have prostate cancer. I hope I don't. You want me to let a doctor stick his finger in my ass? All right, pal, I'd rather die, you know? The surgery was successful. Well, that's good. I hope he gets those animal crackers. I don't know if they only give them for kids. I haven't had a surgery in a while, but you know, I hope he gets those animal crackers. Die! What's up, Count Dookie dude? Welcome to the YouTube chat. Oh, did that not count? It's weird. Thought it would. Perish. I thought I did pretty well, but maybe I was wrong. There we go. Oh, oh, oh. Fuck. Die. Die. Yeah, gotcha, bitch. But no, I'm glad to hear that he's okay. I was upset to hear he was in the hospital, but I'm glad to hear that he's okay. He's doing sit-ups and tore his stomach muscles. Jesus Christ, dude. What the fuck was that? There we go. It is so crazy that, like, we survive. You know what I mean? You ever think about how fucking nuts that is? People just be going to the hospital for no reason. You know? Like, obviously you had a good reason. But, like, you know, Elite Triathlete did a what? A sit-up? And he went to the hospital? Alright, the human body be putting you in the hospital for anything. I think it's important that we understand this as a people and that, you know, it's not good. Alright, I'm glad to hear he's okay though. Fuck! Alright, so you don't need to hold space. Okay, well you maybe it's better to hold space. Perish! Uh-oh. No, don't worry, I got it this time. But no, I'm glad he's doing alright. I'm glad the surgery was successful. Jeez, that must have been nerve-wracking. that must have been nerve-wracking as hell. Uh-oh. Don't touch me. Don't touch me. I haven't given you my consent. Don't touch me. Ooh. There we go. We're fine. Like they stitch it back together. Oh, that's gnarly. I was putting together a team. A team of what? A team of amazing streamers? Because if so, I should be right on them. Don't mind the fact that I haven't streamed in like 3 days, and I won't stream for like a week straight. Alright, if you ignore that part, I'm one of the best up there. Alright, think about it. Who the fuck is my competition as a streamer? Extra Emily? That bitch runs red lights. Alright, if you support Extra Emily, your mom's gonna get mowed down by a streamer streaming in her car. Alright, I'm sorry, I don't make the rules. You know, it just is how it is. All right, who else is there? They got Northern Lion. That motherfucker's bald as hell. All right, think about that one. It's only them two. There's nobody else. You know, thank God I didn't go to TwitchCon. I don't know if you've heard about it. Apparently, okay, listen. This is probably my least woke opinion ever. Okay, but people said that Extra Emily was assaulted at TwitchCon, which is true. But if I tell you like somebody was assaulted, I'm like, holy shit, this is insane. I can't believe this happened. And I looked, and she was assaulted, but like, they crossed the boundaries of her personal space and touched her and went in for a kiss, and that was really disgusting. It was disgusting, it was over the line. However, when you say assault, I expected to see Extra Emily with a fucking black eye appear in my goddamn timeline. Which I'm glad isn't the case. But apparently in TwitchCon, they made shit so bad for female creators. Which is fine for me, because I'm not a woman. But on principle, I think I'm not a fan of that. on principle, I'm pretty anti letting women get harassed. I might just be too woke though. All right, it could just be me. Fuck you! Woo! There is you. Yeah. Scott Coffin. Scott Coffin isn't a streamer. That guy makes Five Nights at Freddy's. Don't play with me, boy. Don't play with me, man. Alright, I know ball. You think I don't know Scott Cawthon? Also, I think it's not spelled like that, but I'm not comfortable enough in my pronunciation of English words in order to try and be like, actually, it's pronounced like this. How the fuck are people going so fast? Is there like a, oh my, oh, hold on. Fuck. Alright, I was onto something there, wasn't I? Okay, well maybe not like right there, but maybe. But no, there is Ejax. What do you mean women on Twitch who get away with lazy content? No. Emiru, I don't know. Alright, let me be clear, I don't watch them. Let me be clear, I'm unaware. Alright, Extra Emily, not Extra Emily. Emiru could be saying slurs on stream, I would have no idea. However, on principle, letting people touch female Twitch streamers and not doing anything about it is bad. Alright, I will go so far as to say, missed one. Oh, you gotta kill them all. I thought you just had to go through. Personally, I'm anti touching women without their consent. Okay, no matter what they do. I don't think there's any reason ever for a woman to be touched without her consent, unless it's like she's going to jail and she's like, no, don't touch me, I don't consent to you touching me, and you're like, okay, lady, you just did a DUI. I'm not gonna not take you to jail. But outside of that circumstance and any other similar circumstances I can't think of right now, you know, no matter what. Yeah, you get it, you understand. I would not go to TwitchCon even if I could. There's really bad stories about that place every year. 100%. Apparently VTubers got a bunch of plushies and shit from their fans, and then TwitchCon just threw it away or something. They got rid of it. That's fucking nuts. Conceptually speaking, that's insane. What the fuck does that mean? Oh, I found a secret. There are 23 of these. I just got a Steam notification. That's why I know that there are 23 of them. Yeah, I'm worldly. Yeah, I'm privy to information that you don't know. My bad. God, this fucking soundtrack is so hyped though. Apparently this game takes 4 hours to beat normal and 8 hours to beat completionist. Which, I'm gonna be honest, how long could this game possibly be? I feel like I'm ripping through it right now. What'd you think of the JFK video? Personally, you know, it was informative. I didn't know that's how he went out. I thought his head just did that, you know? I didn't know if somebody shot him. I just thought his head did that. You know, let's see, anything else happened in my life? I took an exam today. I need to send an email to my professor. I need to send an email to my professor. I need to email him. Yeah. I was gonna email him thank you and I never got around to it. Professor, I can't say his name because that'd be too much. Thank you very much for your help. I took the exam without incident and I'm feeling good about it. I really appreciate that you've allowed me to take the exam early when you didn't have to do so. No, I'm just gonna say you allowed me to take the exam early. And I hope the real exam, and I hope that the exam next week goes smoothly for you. It sounds like I'm threatening him. Sincerely, Christopher Jenkins. It's so hard to say a fake name and type my real name. That's hard. That's difficult. Fuck. I thought I'd slip. I thought I'd type in Christopher Jenkins. Alright, and sent. Alright, let's go. Let's go. Let's go back to playing the video game now. I forgot. I meant to do it. I just didn't get around to it. It was pretty important. There we go. That's what I was looking for. Wasn't a story about someone breaking their back the year before? Yeah, they jumped into a ball pit and the balls were like maybe an inch deep, and then it was like concrete at the bottom. You know, really fascinating stuff. I wanted to join a Cobblemon server of a streamer. Ooh, how's Cobblemon? Listen, I have been a little busy in the sense that I legally purchased a real copy of Pokemon Legends Arceus, or Pokemon Legends ZA, and I legally put it on my computer, and then I legally emulated the Switch, and then I'm playing the game legally. And it's pretty good so far. I'm having a good time. I'd stream it, except the sheer amount of time I need to spend doing was essentially worthless garbage. It's a little too high, you know, a lot of garbage there, but it's, you know, it's Pokemon, so it is how it is. What the fuck is that? Uh-oh. You know, but so far, you know, I've been having a good time for the most part. You know, it's nice to play a Pokemon game and you're like, damn, they're so back. It's nice to play a Pokemon game and be like, wait, this is actually heat. Bam! So no, I'd recommend pirating it. I wouldn't buy that game. It runs so poorly. It runs so poorly on Switch 1. Maybe it's just the emulator. Although word on the street is that it's not. Word on the street is that it's not just the emulator. But if you have a Switch 2, by all means buy the game, because it's fun. Ooh, Pokemon Zaza. No, that's Pokemon Weed. In the movie Cars 2, Road Redline was killed by a camera. I don't remember Cars 2 enough to make that claim. Oh yeah, I remember. And Cars 2, they had it was an oil thing. You had oil, and if you got touched by a red laser, you died. Yeah, I don't really understand the workings of that, but you know, what would I know? I'm not a car guy. What would I know? I'm just a business guy. I'm a man of business. That's what they call me. Other than the part where I'm really bad at interviews, but if you ignore that part, you're a man of business. Man, it was so weird talking to an interviewer. It's crazy because like there's this idea somewhere that like, oh, you need to prepare for an interview. Listen, let me tell you something. If you gotta prepare for an interview, if you go into an interview without preparing and like you're struggling to talk, that's not your fault. It's not your fault that the person on the other side of that fucking table is an inhuman monster. Okay, I'll say it. A good conversation requires effort on both of the participants. That includes the interviewer, as much as they wouldn't believe it. Alright, this guy wasn't giving me anything. I was cracking jokes, I was trying to be funny, I was trying to keep it light. Motherfucker was just not, he was not helping me out at all. Alright, Jesus. Alright. The concept of preparing for an interview is stupid. If the company is good, then they'll have somebody who knows how to speak to a human being. Alright, and I don't have a problem with people who don't know how to speak, like, perfect social situations. Alright, I don't judge somebody's worth on how well they can speak. But if your job is low-key to speak to people, then I don't know, maybe take a class. Fuck. You know what I mean? It's not even, and by the way, it's not even that, right? I'm not insinuating the man was autistic and that he needs a different job. Although it did turn out to be me saying that. It's just that he didn't care. You know what I mean? You can really feel when somebody just doesn't give a shit about something that they need to do. And it really came across in the interview. And to be honest, go fuck yourself, man. Alright, I'm over here, I have a suit on in my fucking apartment. Alright, and you're over here jerking off in your house. I can see the fake background behind you, dumbass. Alright, you got a polo zip on, I got a suit on. Alright, you understand what the fuck that means? I'm overly dressed, and it's hot. I don't know. Fuck that guy. Unless he sees this, in which case, love that guy. He's so cool. He's so dope. He said that he liked me. I don't know if that's the case. He didn't act like he liked me, that's for sure. He acted like I was fucking some moron. You know? I've gone to interviews before, and it's never been that bad. You're right. 100%! 100%. It's something. It's weird. It's so fucking freakish. Okay. Again, not trying to say he's autistic because he definitely wasn't. All right. That's the most normal fucking human being I've ever seen. All right. He was just uninterested. And this goes for everybody at Georgia. Like during events, right? What they'll do is they'll be like, oh yeah, do you wanna? If you want to join this club, they'll have like tables. Right? And so you'll go up to a table expecting to learn more. They'll just fucking look at you. Hey man, you're here pitching me your club, dumbass. Don't say he's autistic while I'm here. He's not autistic. He wasn't. My issue with his ability to speak has nothing to do with autism. Because he was just uninterested. And there's a difference. Alright? Sometimes autistic people have, they have issues talking with the world. Alright, they got a little bit of issues understanding social cues. But that's not like autistic people don't know how to speak to people. Alright, you can have a conversation with an autistic person. It's not pulling teeth. Alright, I would go so far as to say probably 99% of my conversations with autistic people isn't pulling teeth. Because it's just, it's not an autism problem, it's the problem of not giving a shit because you don't have to. It's nothing about it. Alright, if you don't want to talk to people, hey man, don't pick up the job. Don't pick up the job of interviewing. Alright, if you don't like talking to people, if you don't give a shit about it, hey man, find a different job. Okay? Save it for the people that actually do give a shit. Because I'm the one suffering for it, let me tell you what. But no, he definitely wasn't. Well, I can't say that for sure. There's not like non-autistic people don't do like a thing where we go like beep 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 beep. Ah, you're autistic. Finally, I can be my true self around you. That doesn't happen. or if it does, then I'm autistic because I haven't seen it. But I don't know. Fuck that gun guy. I gotta stop talking about autism. It just sounds bad. It sounds terrible. Alright, it's not what I meant by it, and then it kind of evolved to be like that. What do you think of anime recap videos? I don't think much of them. Go watch the anime, Loki. I don't want to be mean, but like, what? It's 20 minutes. Like what? What? It's 20 minutes. If you're interested in the anime, surely you can watch it, right? Am I crazy here? Maybe I'm just thinking. Who did I miss? Who did I miss? Is there someone behind me? Doesn't seem like it. Uh-huh. Okay, that didn't really work out. I don't... Who are we looking at? Okay, this has suddenly turned into a fucking adventure. to find this one asshole who I don't know where he is. You know? What the fuck? What the fuck's going on? Anyways, shout out that one guy. I'm not a fan of his vibe, but apparently you like talking with me, so works out if I get the job. The problem is I don't want the job. It's a spring internship, and what that would do is delay my schooling. So if I take the internship, it delays my schooling for an entire semester. I'm gonna pray that I hit that one guy. God damn it. I don't want to do that. I don't want to. Okay, respectfully speaking, why would I? Right? I was talking to my friend about it, and here's the thing: we're friends because we went to like high school together. You know, we were in the same group. We don't talk that much. And I told her about it, and she was like, "Oh, well, if you take a gap year, then if you graduate early, who are you gonna take the MAC with? Because that's the master's program at UGA for accounting. And most people take it with their friends. Listen, man, I don't have friends. Okay, let's keep it for real. Let's keep it 100 with each other. All right, why the fuck do I give a shit about graduating the same time as you? We don't talk, ever. All right. Assuming that I did graduate at the same time as you, that wouldn't change shit. That wouldn't change shit. All right, we ain't talking like that. You know? Get me the fuck out of here, bro. Right now I'm on pace, by the way, to graduate in December of 2026. If I take this internship, then I'll be on pace in spring 2027. And spring 2027 is the normal amount of time for someone of my class to graduate. But I've been on pace for 2026 for about 3 years now, because that's how being on pace works. So like, low key, get me the fuck out of here, bro. Give me a summer internship or just let me go. I don't want anything else, that's for sure. I'm talking mad shit about my friends again. In my defense, we don't hang out, so I had plans to play Baldur's Gate with a friend on Monday. That was part of the reason I didn't stream. I was like, well, I'm gonna be busy later tonight. I did all my homework. I did a bunch of stuff. Because you gotta understand, right? I'm not gonna be here next week. Like, and by here, I mean in the country. I mean in the country. All right, I got shit to do. I got homework. I got stuff. I exams. All right, I have to make it happen. And so I did all that work, and I was like, I would stream. But if I stream, I'm not going to be able to play Baldur's Gate with my friend. And so I waited. And guess what? You know, they led me on. They led me astray. They said they'd do it, and then they just forgot. Which kind of sucks ass. Because, you know, I got shit going on. I'm not just doing nothing all day. You know, I could do things. I could talk to people. I could plan my day around the fact that I'm doing stuff. That was a dick move, to be honest. This is making me want to play more Walking Upon a Star Unknown. I'm afraid I don't know that one. I'm not afraid. It's just a turn afraid. So I'm not scared of not knowing a Star Unknown, unless it's really good. Unless it's really good, then maybe I'm a little afraid. But for the most part, I'm not afraid. Alright, what's that fucking Luigi tennis shit? Luigi's not afraid. You know, it's true. It's true. I'm not. Not that I'm Luigi. Although I did have the Luigi band in Universal. That was kind of hype. Alright, I'm Team Luigi, baby. It should be high accuracy. Okay, the A is accuracy. That makes sense. You saw me play it once? Oh, it's true. That's it. Did you have it tagged? I don't remember you having it tagged. But if it's that game that's pixel art, then yeah, maybe. Bam! Uh-oh. God damn it, I jumped into the spikes. Hate it when that happens. Happens more often than you think. Alright. Watch out. More and more people jump into spikes every day. and it's usually on accident. Sometimes it's on purpose, but at that point, it's less of a spikes issue and more of like a mental health issue. I'm Team Luigi and Mario Lopez. I don't know Luigi Lopez. What do you mean tags? Like on the Twitch stream. Like on the Twitch stream. You know, you put what game you're playing. You know? Did I really get all the way to the end? This is definitely not all the way to the end. Okay, I've done something wrong. I've done something wrong somewhere. There we go. There we go. There we go. What do you mean category? Yeah. Potato, tomato, pal. Ah! Okay, let's try this one more time. Okay, same thing, basically. What the fuck? What's the issue? Is there somebody I gotta kill? Is there a shooter around here? If I touch this, I missed one. Where? God damn it, where is this asshole? He's somewhere around here, I can tell. Yay! What the fuck was that? What the hell? What was that? God, this soundtrack kind of gives me Omori vibes. In the way that it's giving me flashbacks. I don't like it. Omori has ruined happy music for me, I'll say it. I fucking listen to this shit. I'm scared. I'm gonna see another fucking... I'm not gonna spoil it. I wouldn't. Because I'm such a kind soul. But, you know, it's giving me that vibe. Okay. Actually lock in. This isn't that hard. Sorry, did I say this isn't that hard? I meant this is the hardest level anyone could have ever come up with. Holy shit! Would it fucking kill you to just shoot where I'm aiming? There we go. I'm so mad. I'm so mad. I've never been more angry in my life. What's wrong with Omori? That every time I fucking think about it, I imagine a dead body. Hanging from a... you know? There we go. Alright, where the fuck is this guy? Whoa, is that Elite Triathlete? Whoa, what's up? What's up, Survivor? How's it going? I heard you were in the hospital. I'm glad that you're okay. Kind of crazy. He was like, Elite Triathlete is in the hospital. And only after I asked, he was like, oh yeah, he should be okay. You know? That's kind of nuts. Alright, I don't know why you would ever do that to a person. You'd think they'd be like, yeah, they're in the hospital, but he's okay. That should be like how it works, but no. I had to ask more questions to get the info that you're alright, but I am glad you are. Alright, what am I missing here? So I gotta destroy all of them? I've never had to in the past, but... Okay. Are you fucking serious? Alright. Suddenly that makes a lot more sense. How in the... am I meant to do that? There we go. Alright, we're good. Are you serious? I had no idea. I had literally no clue. Alright, let's look a look. No, I'll be alright. I'll be alright. I don't need to look at it. I'll experience it on my own. Oh, I can't get him. He's too tall. Ow. Alright, that didn't work out very well. There we go. What did I jump into? It doesn't seem like anything. It gives me really big... oh, you actually let the apple fall. There we go. Kill this guy. Beam him. Blast him. By the way, if anybody has any good suggestions on a gift to get somebody from England, let me know. Because I mentioned to my friend that I was going to England, and he was like, oh yeah, bring me back something. And he's not like a friend where I can be like, shut the fuck up, I'm not giving you shit. Alright, we're not really at that point in our relationship. So now I need to go find some fucking tourist slop to bring home. And I don't know what to get. You know what I mean? It's England. You might be thinking, what do you want? Get him a living fish. Okay, one, you can only have such large amounts of liquid on a plane. And two, no. I don't even think that's not like a British thing. You know what I mean? I meant like as a tourist, what would he want? Or what would he want from me? He's not even going, you know what I mean? I don't know what I get him. You know? Although I appreciate the suggestion. I did ask for suggestions, so I shouldn't be, you know, I shouldn't be berating yours so harshly. You know, the fact that you suggest anything is a good thing. That said, I'm not getting them a fish. Alright, that worked out. Bring them Danny G's sword from his backyard. Who's Danny G? Best streamer is I hate. I don't know that guy. Or girl. Equal opportunities, alright people? It's important to be inclusive. I tweet like I speak like a sarcastic conservative commentator tweets, and that's a really sad thing that I have to deal with. Okay, what was that? What the fuck was that? Are you serious? Well, that was a little long, but you know, I made it. Buy some Weedo cereal, that's the thing they have there. Can I bring that back? Or is it gonna be treated as like smuggling? I don't know if I can bring back food. God damn it. God. This is hard as hell. Got this game for the soundtrack. I didn't get this game for the fucking pinpoint precision. How am I supposed to get that one apple? Because that guy he's killing it. Look at that! You shoot too much, you don't get anything. You shoot too little, and suddenly it's over for you. You might be thinking, okay, Mood, just shoot it while it's over the fence. Listen, pal, I would if I could. I just don't have the technical skill. You're right. I always think about that because whenever my dad brings back pounds of coffee whenever he goes out. Oh, like to another country? Cause you gotta understand, I gotta get through customs and shit. Like, last time I went to England, it was in high school for like a big trip. That was a couple grand, and to be honest, I could have gotten a better trip for a couple grand. Let me be clear, I could have gotten a better trip from a couple grand. Okay, I did also go to France, and I did travel across Normandy and all this shit, but low-key, they were bad with their money. I do intend on bringing up something small. I'll probably I don't know what. You see, a bunch of the last time I went, the reason why I brought up the fact that I went last time is because a bunch of people brought back like sand and dirt and some bullshit. And like, listen, if you want sand and dirt, that's weird. Okay? If you're a TSA agent and you see a bunch of high schoolers taking sand and dirt, and you're like, oh, actually, well, I'm so mad. And you decide today's gonna be the day that you enforce the no sand policy. Alright, what the fuck? Yeah, no, everybody got busted. Everybody got busted. It was kind of crazy. They're like, no sand, you can't bring that here. Invasive sand species, okay? It's gonna destroy the local wildlife. Fuck you, by the way. TSA agent. Now, theoretically, since they're all fired or some bullshit, it'll either be better or worse, and I can't tell. Alright, to work in TSA, you have to be a truly creepy individual. I don't like how they touch me. Am I okay to say that? Alright. I don't think men get a lot of validity in this world. And they're not taken very seriously about the things that they say. And I think that's really upsetting. But I want to say, I do not like being touched by a TSA agent. Okay? That's weird. Don't touch me. Alright? I could have a bomb in my pocket. Don't fucking touch me, bro. Because I don't. How the... Oh. God damn it. Why the fuck are you launching apples from that far away? What's wrong with you? Sure, man. What do you mean, sure, man? You disagree with me? Alright, Terry Crews got sexually assaulted. Nobody believed that motherfucker. Alright, you think that's right? You think that's justice? I happen to think that's wrong and evil. Okay? I think there's an... What the fuck? What the fuck was that? what the fuck was that? Never mind, my bad. I'm sorry for speaking, I guess. You know, I happen to think there's a blight on society right now. Alright, and you know, men with domestic issues can never be you know, they're not taken seriously enough. And I think it's great that we've made strides in the advancement of dealing with domestic issues, but the fact is, alright, men are not taken seriously. And you can say, oh, well, you know, they don't deserve to be or something. But I think that's an evil thing to say. I think if you say that and believe that, you're an evil person. You know, the idea that some people who are experiencing domestic issues and serious problems in their life don't deserve to be heard out because of their gender is evil. There we go, that's what I'm looking for. They really need all they can get. Sand is valuable for concrete? You're so right. I'm not disagreeing with you. Oh, you said sure, man. I only ever hear sure, man as in a, what is it? Like a sarcastic context. But that's just because everybody I'm around is sad and miserable. Alright, that's why it comes after me. I need to stop being sad. And in my defense, I can only be so happy when the fucking TSA person reaches for my leg. Song wrote about having domestic issues back in the 1930s, but I believe it. That shit sucks. And you as a man are not taken seriously. You're mocked for showing emotion. Alright, we live in a contemporary society that kind of, you know, it puts men into this box, and instead, and these people that are pushing social change and domestic welfare are keeping men in that box instead of equaling us all out so that we can all have our lives improved. They're using the box to confine men. What the fuck is that? You know? So instead of truly liberating us from our societal shackles and the expectations that we all need to deal with, alright, they're using it to their advantage. Rather than, I guess, taking the right way and truly helping everyone. Which I think is fucked up a little bit. Are you fucking serious, dude? I meant more about getting beat by his wife, but that works too. It's the same shit. Same shit. Alright? It's all the same. If you go, look, I'm being beat by my wife, you're not, you know? People ain't gonna take you seriously. I think that's fucked up. Alright, what is it? Not to be the whole, you know, I don't want to get into it too much. Alright, but low key, you know, the old, God, I cannot shoot for shit. You know, there's a reason there's this idea of, what, false accusations ruin a man's life. People are like, nope, no they don't. They really do when you're at the lower level. You know what I mean? You're right. Johnny Depp didn't have that much of an issue. But Johnny Depp has $1 billion. Alright? As a human being, emotionally speaking, listen, man, I root for him. I really do. That motherfucker does not need the help. Okay, although he should be recognized. Alright, I think he was a really big, not an advocate per se, but he was in a position. You know? It sucks. In order to hold up other people and validate them and find domestic welfare for these people, they put down men. And they push down even further men that are experiencing the same thing as they are. You know, you think they'd be comrades in arms, but in reality, you know, they're just being used as a not even a necessary sacrifice for what they want to get. When I don't think it's necessary at all. What's crack? Anyways, I need to start talking about cool and awesome and chill things, you know, that are light in tone. God damn it. What's something appropriately light in tone? Big Chungus. Are you fucking serious? They're adding the Tito into Fortnite. That's cool. I guess. I don't know. I'll be honest. I told my friends, oh yeah, I'm finally gonna play Fortnite for Tato. I don't care. I'm not gonna play Fortnite. I'll never play Fortnite. Alright, and it's cringe. It's cringe to be like, oh, I'll never play Fortnite. But I just don't care. It's just, there's no reason for me to give a shit, ever. And it sucks, because I don't want to be cringe. I want to be cool. You know what I mean? I want to be swag, and I want to be dope. I'm so mad. You know, I don't want to be like the Redditors that are like, I hate Fortnite. Ah. But I just can't bring myself to do it. I played one game years ago before it popped off, and I didn't enjoy it. And I don't think I'd enjoy it now either. The conceit of the game hasn't changed. It's just gotten more, if anything, it's gotten more menial. I love my chunkless life. Well, I'm miserable just like everyone else. I wish you wouldn't be miserable. You know, I wish everybody would be happy. Except for the people I don't like. Those people need to go to hell and die. But everyone else, that's fair game. Everyone should be happy. Thank God, this level sucks. Oh, this level sucked butt. Alright, take me. Oh, what the? Oh my God. This level's gotten so hard. No wonder it takes fucking 4 hours to beat this game. I've been ripping through it so far, and suddenly it's like, actually, okay, I gotta shoot the guy on the way up. Is there a third? Is there a third apple? What is that? What is that? What is that? Because I only see 2 apples. Is there a third apple I'm unaware of? There is a third apple I'm unaware of. You've got to be fucking with me. There's no way this is possible. Seriously, man. How? I only listen, I don't play Valorant. I don't play Valorant. Uh-oh. Maybe I fucking should've. If I'm having this much trouble with it. Oh, we're good. We're safe. You've gotta be fucking with me. Oh, we're fine. Not even that bad. Not even that bad. Alright. Village, forest. Oh, I found the hungry samurai. I don't know what the fuck that means, but I got something. I don't know what any of this means, but happy for him. God, if I could read Japanese, I guess that'd be cool. I guess it'd be kind of cool if I could read Japanese, you know? Konnichiwa type shit, you know? I think knowing Korean would probably help me out a lot. A lot of Korean people in Georgia. Not saying that in a negative way. I'm just making an adjustment. I'm making an assessment. I'm calling it like I see it. And it's specifically Korean people. So I don't know what the deal is. They're chill. Did you get too mad? I'm not mad. I'm chill. I'm mad about society. Okay, I'm mad about injustice. That's what I'm mad about. But no, I don't know why. I don't have a problem with it. Let me be clear. I'm just noticing that when I pull up Pikmin Bloom, okay, who do I see? I can't read this. This is in Korean. Moo, how do you know it's Korean? There are a bunch of circles in it. This is a pro tip for anyone out there who's white and might not know how to differentiate the Asian letter system between Korean, Japanese, and Chinese. Korea have the circle, China has a lot of shit, and Japan doesn't have as much as China. But no, I have 7 friends on Pikmin Bloom. All of them are women, 2 of them are Asian. Those 2 are Korean. Okay? More of them could be Asian. They're just using a white name. I'll never know. Well, as white as like Bunny can be. It's not a very white name, but you know, it's not in Korean, so it's close. It counts. The game Injustice? I don't think I own that one. Fortnite is an ad nowadays. 100%. 100%, yeah. Damn it. I've been owned. But no, I mean, I fuck with them as a people. I think they're chill. I don't have any problems with Koreans. Or anyone. However, specifically Koreans, I don't have problems with. You know, it's just like, I'd like to know why, I think. Which I feel is reasonable. You know? Alright, let's rock and roll. Then again, maybe there have always been a fuck ton of Koreans in Georgia. I kinda dated a girl who was Korean. She was, no, not in the sense that she was only kinda Korean, but only that I kinda dated her. It was middle school, it was a different time. Does it home in on me? Because I'm noticing that it homes in on me. Oh my god, they home in. Oh my god, you have to hit the purple blocks, because if you don't, you die. Alright, good to know. Good to know. This is a good info. I thought I could just walk past them. But that's not true. I thought I could just walk past the purple blocks, that's for sure. But I didn't, you know. Boom! Injustice Arcade Machine has done tons of damage to society. Yeah, like that fucking movie Superman Red Sun. That movie sucks. Okay. I can't believe this cool guy that I met outside of Superman. He was like, this movie is so good, you gotta watch it. And then I did, and I hated it. You know? You know how hard that was for me as a person to watch the movie? I was expecting it to get better, and it just didn't. If anything, I'm a victim here. I'm a victim of bad movie recommendations. You know, one of the worst crimes imaginable. Sat my ass down for 2 hours watching ass. Alright? Terrible. Terrible thing to do to someone. Maybe he was secretly a Zack Snyder fan, and he wanted to stop me from watching any more of the James Gunn Supermans. Because if so, it might have worked. Fuck, I do not like Superman as much anymore. I personally am not a fan of these guys. Okay, I don't have a problem with the hats, but I have a problem with the little purple blocks. I understand. I know why this game takes 4 hours now. Because this is absurd. This is like if an evil person created a video game. They're like, what if we made it really cute so that people played it, and then we just made it evil? You know? What if we did psychological warfare on the hearts and minds of the Americans? You know? For what? I didn't even do anything to you guys. Alright. Loki, you guys did Pearl Harbor, and we did the 2 nukes. That's commensurate. That's commensurate. You know, there's no more hate between us now. There's no reason to do it. Okay, this game doesn't need to exist. Alright. It feels like with every guy, or with every world, they've introduced like a mildly annoying mechanic that I personally don't enjoy. And it was the apples, and now it's this asshole. Alright, fuck this guy. What is this? Alright, let's get out of here. Hey, I'm walking here. It's me. I'm walking here. I do want to go to New York. But I only want to go to New York when I have money to go to New York. You know what I mean? I don't want to go to New York and be broke. I want to go to New York and be rich. Yeah, so I don't know. I might go to Boston. There's some shit. I don't know. Somewhere in the DC metro area. What's the place right next to Washington DC? Wherever that place is. I might head over. Oh my god! We live in a society, and it's time to break free. Okay? Anarchy for everyone, that's what I'm saying. And if you disagree, you hate. me and everything I stand for. And I stand for children being free from cancer, so. You disagree with me, you disagree with everything I stand for, and I happen to stand for children not having cancer, so when you think about it, you're kind of the bad guy here. What do I do here? Oh. I was wondering why that was up there. I was looking at it, I was like, oh? New England? You know, Philadelphia, Boston, all of them. Anything above Washington, D.C. is all hogwash to me, I'm sorry. Alright, if you're above the District of Columbia, you're not real. You're some shit people made up for movies that they play in Georgia, which is definitely a real place. It's hard to say it because Georgia feels so fake sometimes. It's hard to even joke and say that like New England isn't a real place. But it usually doesn't feel like it. Hurt myself doing sit-ups? Yeah. I'm glad you're alright. The human body works in mysterious ways, and sometimes one of those ways is just fuck you. Alright. 77%. Let's try only shooting when I know I'll hit. Okay, well, probably should have fired a little bit more, but that's fine. Okay, probably should have fired a little bit better, that's fine. Those are spikes. I don't want to. Where the fuck am I? That's a gun! Where am I? I didn't mean to find that. I was just looking around. God, that guy's difficult. That guy's tough. That guy's tough. Watch out for him. Whoa, Okay. I'll go over here. I think this needs to stop. Level 11? How? How level 11? Alright, you look me in my fucking eyes, you go, oh yeah, you're only on level 11. Alright, and I'll show you an evil, evil, heartless man. What was that? I guess you can't handle going to New England, it's true. Well, I'm not fucking paying for the goddamn England trip either. Alright, I got something to say about I got something to say, not about my dead grandma, but about how I feel about my dead grandma. And I can't say this to another human being, so that means you're gonna be subjected to this. I'm sad that she died. Alright, she was really cool. I was a big fan of her. Alright, I'm upset that she's dead. But God, does it feel nice to have someone in my life that's dead, and I don't need to feel guilty over the fact that I didn't visit them as much as I should have. God, it is such a better feeling to like have someone be dead and you're like, you know, I couldn't have done more. You know, it's so nice to be like, I couldn't have physically been there. Because, you know, the past two people down in my life, I could have been there more. And it kind of gnaws away at me in my soul. I should have spent more time with them. You know? Meanwhile, I can only spend so much time with my grandma. I ain't got speech like that. Even if I did, I wouldn't have, you know? I don't know if I could blow it on England trips like that. Okay, what am I missing? Because I'm not, whatever's happening here, I don't know, it's nice. It's bad, you know? Okay, I can't touch the thingamabobber? What does that mean? I can't go down, does something break? Okay, well, what if I don't? It seems to be like a time-based thing. Okay. Nope, that worked out. Alright, I don't know what the fuck that was, but obviously, you know, if it works, it works. Okay, okay, okay. Can I get a play-by-play? Can I get the refs? I've been learning more about football. Apparently, I ain't got nothing. I don't have anything to say about football. I said I learned more about it. I still don't know shit. God damn it. Okay, so you can't go into the white areas. Or the pink areas. You can't do that. That's against the rules. They kill you if you try. So then where the fuck am I going? Because I can only go into so many spaces. Like, what is that? You know? Oh, maybe if you stay in it, you die. Like, it's poison. Doesn't seem very likely. However, considering the 0 ideas I had prior to this, that's a good start. I wish they wouldn't shoot me. It's very super hot-esque, which is a weird way of saying first-person shooter. But, you know, I like super hot. Alright, what if I go out, and then I go here, and then I fall on the spikes? Have you considered the ancient falling on the spikes strat? Believe it or not, Huangzhou of the Qin Dynasty. I made that guy up. That guy doesn't exist. Okay. Okay, pal. The gloves are off. Oh! How? I'm struggling here. Alright, I'm going into an emotional pit. And I can't crawl out. Because at the... What the fuck, man? We just locking away people who trying to be playing the game? Sorry, man. Having too much fun. Can't allow you to be there. Alright, fun police. Whatever, man. Die! There we go. I guess what I really just wish for is to know what the fuck is killing me. Because I don't, and that's something I don't like. Okay, man. I think we are a joke as a society. You know, we need to split off on our own to join the animal people. Because that's the only way I can find salvation from this. I can only turn so fast. Okay, I was shooting at it. I was doing my best. And then, you know, it's like someone comes up to you and they go, your best isn't good enough. And you gotta do the level again. I do like the soundtrack though. I think it's whimsical. I might add this into the stream playlist. I mean, come on. Finally, holy shit. I feel like I've been shooting pellets out of a flower for an hour. Alright, let's get this dub. Ah! Don't touch me! Well, so slowly snipe everybody from across the field. Oh yeah, he's definitely dead. Alright, where are we heading? Slow and steady wins the race. You know who said that one? Lyndon B. Johnson. And look where it got him. President of the United States. All he had to do was kill Kennedy. You know? I love Lyndon B. Johnson. And he kills JFK. How many jewels does this game have? Jewels. Oh, levels. That makes more sense. I don't know. You know, there's something about the whimsy of exploration that I'm not experiencing because I didn't play Slime Rancher 2. Because the last stream's tomorrow. You know what I mean? You know how crazy that is? I'm gonna be gone for the longest hiatus I've taken in months. And it's not even like a fun, it's not like I'm going on vacation and I'm like, yee! No, dude. For a funeral. I'll tell people I'm going to fucking Europe for a funeral. I'm going to England and they're like, yay! And I'll go for a funeral. They're like, no. You know? Which is funny to see, kind of. But also like, damn, man. You know, this is how you let people finish. Everybody's always trying to talk. Everybody's always trying to cut you off. You gotta say what you gotta say, with or without them. Alright, because if you let them, they'll say yay about your English vacation. And then you'll tell them it's not a vacation, it's for a funeral. And they'll be like, oh, I'm sorry for your loss. Everybody be saying that. You know? Everybody be saying, I'm sorry for your loss. Loki, are you? You know? Not to... no. You know, some people be as fake as that fucking purple bullet over there. What's behind me? Hi. I feel like I'm getting lost. I feel like I'm gonna have a nightmare and this is gonna be at the end of it. But no, I'm fucking excited to not go to school for a week, that's for sure. Alright, holy fuck, I'm tired. I'm tired of it! Are we good? Is that everybody? Thank God. Alright, we're free. I was worried that it wouldn't be all the bad guys. Because then I'd have to do it all over again, and to be honest, that feels a little difficult. Okay, man. You think you're funny? You think you're cool for taking a pot shot at me? Well, you just took a pot shot at a veteran, pal. Alright, now you're an asshole. Yeah, that's right. Where did I serve? The 101st Airborne in Nam. I was a soldier. A private. Yeah, they call it, my last name was Parts. Yay! Do you think that's real? Do you think there really is some guy named Private Parts out there? Because it'd be really funny if it was. But for one, I can't imagine naming my kid. Well, I guess you're not named Private, are you? I was thinking of the Penguin for a minute. Oh, that one got me in the soul. Oh, got me. I'm so tired. There's no food in my apartment. I can't stock up anymore because if I do, it's all, I'm gonna have to throw it out. It sucks. The only thing I have is milk and one chocolate Pop-Tart or pancake Pop-Tart. You ever had to survive on food that is probably more fit for a squirrel than human? Ideally, I wouldn't. I'll run that shit sometimes. I'll be like, have you ever done this? People will be like, yeah. And it's like, okay, man, it was a rhetorical question. I don't actually care. I only mean that in the sake of an argument. When I normally ask, I do care. I swear. I'm sleepy as fuck. I had to wake up early for this goddamn exam. So the exam was at 2:20. And I was like, okay, well, let's keep it real. Normally, when I take Marketing 3000 exams, I study for them immediately after my 5000 class, which gets out at 2:25, and then marketing starts at 3:55. Sorry, did I say 2:25? I meant 12:25. So if any one of you guys are particular math wizards at home, you might realize that 3:55 to 12:25 is a long ass time. Okay? Like, goddamn. And so I was like, well, here's the thing. What if I need longer? Because the thing about taking an exam early is that you haven't done any of the work for it yet. So in order to study for it, you gotta do the work for it. But if you haven't done it yet because the exam is early, what does that mean? You gotta take extra time. And so I woke up at like 8, decided to get an extra 30 of sleep. And then, you know, fuck it, we ball, right? I got there at like 10. And let me tell you the dilly-dallying that occurred. I watched so much fucking Abbott Elementary. I'm on season 2, episode 12 of a TV show that's fine, I guess. I watched a lot of it yesterday. HBO Max really holds up in a bus ride. I don't know why. You know, it's so boring. Oh fuck! You've got to be yanking my chain, man. I can't do this shit again. You got it. This is like walking in New York and you see another plane hitting another tower. All right, God, not again, please. Okay, where's the humanity? Damn it! This is like walking in New York City and you like, oh my God, Andrew Cuomo's still elected. How? You know, I don't deserve this. I did everything I needed to do to get rid of it, and now it's back. Watched a couple John Boy's pseudo mockumentarians. If you don't know who John Boy's people are, you're doing yourself a disservice. Alright, that motherfucker is so good at what he did, and there's so many more people that are way better at him at what he did, which is very funny. For those of you who don't know, John Boyes pioneered this style of video essays, where it's just one guy, and he's got Google Maps, and he's just putting shit on a screen. And it's, visually speaking, super cool, super interesting. The problem is that he does it with sports, and I don't give a shit about sports. So you tell me who won between the Baltimore Eagles and the Philadelphia Ravens. Yes, I got those backwards on purpose because I'm edgy. It's counterculture. I don't care. I don't care. You know, even with college football, I go to college with a really good football team. I don't listen, man. You can't make me give a shit. You can't. I'm sorry, Mr. John Boyes. I don't care. Alright, I don't need to know the entire history of the Seattle Mariners supercut. Let me just say it. No beef. Uh-oh. But it's like 3-hour long video about the history of the Seattle football team. I can't think of anything I'd want to watch less. But I can think of one thing I want to watch more, and that's the Muubody stream. So if you're having a good time, make sure to like and subscribe, or follow if you're on Twitch. That was pretty good, right? I'm a little delirious. I've been sleep deprived for 2 days now. So please forgive me for any transgressions. Alright. Speaking of transgressions, the way I said that made it sound like I was about to talk about trans people. That is not the case. Tyler the Creator under fire yet again. I think I already talked about this, but I'll say it again. I like you bitch. You bitch. You bitch. Tyler the Creator is in trouble. For what purpose, I don't remember. But I do remember that he was like, man, I hate white people. And that's weird because if there's like if there's a black artist for white people, I don't want to say that it's Tyler the Creator. But if you told me it was anyone else, I need like a good reason. I need a little bit of explanation. I've listened to Tyler the Creator. He's not bad. You know who else is not bad? My Chemical Romance. Okay? Pierce the Veil. You know, white music ain't bad. I'm just saying, it's weird that he was like, I hate white people. And like, dog, I know who listens to your music. I've seen it. Speaking of seeing things, I'm a little bit of a savant. I'm a little bit of a witnesser. The girl next to me on the bus today had Twitter scrolling. And the thing is, having Twitter isn't enough for me to be like, oh my god. You know, not only that, but the position I don't think was good. I was on, so the Athens buses, I think like many buses are split into like two. There's a bottom half and a top half, right? And I was on the top half, and there was this big ass fucking barrier. There was probably not a way for me to be like, oh my god, you're on Twitter? And even then, what would I say? You know what I mean? I don't want to, you know, Twitter is a social media platform. It's not like a niche interest. If you say you're on Twitter, that doesn't tell me anything other than the fact that you're probably too online. Like, fucking look at this. This is Roderick from Diary of a Wimpy Kid, and this is Regina George from Mean Girls, and people are shipping them. And by people, I mean me. These guys are great. He's the screenwriter of RSH4, Argyle, and the Minecraft movie. You know, we got some movies here. Elephant. Whatever this is. Whatever this is. This is kind of funny. Ah. Oh my god, wait, is this Regina George? God, I love Roderick Regina George ship. The Blue Macaw. Like, this isn't something I can go up to someone and be like, you're on Twitter? You're on Twitter? Did you hear about what happened to the Blue Macaw parrot? You know, did you hear about this? This isn't anything. What am I? I'm gonna go up to her and be like, have you hold up. There's porn here. There's porn here. I can feel it. Yep. Yep, the word. Oh, I had to leave for a second. What happened? I was talking about Twitter and how it's not like a thing you can bond over. All right, so the issue with Snap is that it's a federal aid program that helps poor people eat food. Bad news about it is that there's also an app where people basically send dick pics and like nudes of each other to each other, and that's called Snapchat, and Snap for short. So did not think that one through when I clicked on Snap in all caps on Twitter. I'll take that into consideration next time. Oops. But no, like, it's not like an interest. I can't be like, oh my god, you have Twitter? I have Twitter as well. It'd be funny, that's for sure. However, whether or not it's a good way to make friends, bad idea. What is that? Well, something was gray. Oh. Oh, I did it. What happens if I press next here? I pressed my menu because I wanted to see how many more levels were left of this section. But I live in heaven, oh Lord, grant me peace. That was my best attempt at a hymn. Take it or leave it. Okay, so we got 2 more worlds. This is short. I click this button, am I getting my ass kicked? I don't think I want people to know that you use Twitter. I don't want people to know that I use Twitter because everybody on campus is like, what the fuck was that? Are you whoa, what? Help! Where am I? What the fuck? What the fuck is this place? What the fuck? Am I tripping balls right now? I'm speaking like I'm delirious. All right, this is not lost on me. That said, I don't know what the fuck's going on. Yeah, there's someone out there There's definitely some sad context you would know here if you could read Korean. I don't. Is this a Korean video game? Alright, looking ahead didn't really help. Thought you said the text was Korean? No, I'm pretty sure this text is Japanese, although it could be Chinese. The reason I'm talking about Koreans is just because I was making a judgment. I'm not making a judgment, I was just making an observation. Where is the... So help me. If I walk into this blue pillar and it says I missed one bad guy, I will be upset. What the fuck do I do with that? Respectfully speaking, what the fuck am I meant to do with that? Because I'll tell you something, that's nothing. Oh my god, I thought he was like part of a... I thought he was just like a thing. I had no idea. Holy shit, he looked like he was just part of the environment. Oh my god. Fuck, I'm sleepy as hell, but I know if I go to sleep at 7 p.m., I'm not gonna wake up. Alright, I'm gonna wake up at like 5. I'm gonna wake up at 5 a.m. That's not something I want. So I essentially just gotta tough it out. Is really what I'm thinking. Oh my god. The problem is that my gamer skill can only take me so far. Okay. Whatever, let's go. Are you Mick fucking for real? That's fine. Kill this guy. Big jump. No fucking idea. No clue. Not even an iota of a clue. That's how little of a clue I got. Yay! Yay! You're welcome. Alright, didn't hit him. Perish! We're good. Big jump. And own. Work with me. Work with me. Come on. Boom. Boom. Big jump. Oh, we're so good. We're so big, John. Alright. I don't know what that was, but... okay, whoa. God damn it, I was so onto it. I was so onto it, I was like a dog with his bone. I was like a dog with a bone. I was like, ooh, I'm not gonna wolf. They already want me doing that for school. Okay, man, I'm calling the police. I'm calling the police. Who the fuck put that together? Alright. I thought that it'd be cool if I did that and then I just automatically got in there. You know what I mean? I thought it'd be really cool if if you know, the movement was tight and it worked, but I see now, not the case. Oh my god, can you slow down the firing speed? Alright, you dumbass old man. You will perish, and I will feast on your social security corpse. Alright, you won't be very socially secure after I get my hands on your urn, buddy. Alright, well that was weird, but you get it. Bitch. No! God, I'm a bitch. Maybe I'm the real bitch here. Maybe he's gonna get his hands on my urn, god damn it. That's not what I wanted at all. What am I supposed to do here? It's impossible. I've been tasked with an impossible quiz 2 Flash version. I can't do it. No. Please. I was jumping. I jumped too much. I jumped too much. I'm like Shaq. I wonder if Shaq can still maintain his vertical. That motherfucker's old as hell. They fire too fast. Alright, that's probably what Donald J. Trump's saying about the economy right now. But, you know, it's true, it's true. He's making a good... God damn it. He's making a good point. Alright, they fire too fast. Stop it! Bitch! Yeah, let's go, baby. Not even that hard. Not even that hard when you put it together. When you put it together. When you put it together. It's not even that hard. You go, oh. You know, you go, ah. Oh. Well, that was... Where am I going? Okay, well, something... Something jumped. In the sky. Oh! Oh my god. Alright, leap of faith, I guess. If, you know, maybe it's good that they didn't put that much Japanese text in this game. Because if there was a big sign in Japanese that, like, said something metaphorical right before this, my ass would have been like, alright, well that just says leap of faith in Japanese. Fuck me, I guess. Alright, I absolutely would have been on my bullshit. I would have been like, oh, well, yeah, I guess it's easy. I guess it's easy when you have a big sign that says this just jump in Japanese. You know? It could say anything. I could know for a fact that it does not say leap of faith in Japanese. I'd still fucking say that shit. Alright, I'd lie. I'd lie to protect my own ego. Alright, is that too crazy? Is that too... Like, for one of the new Mega Evolutions, they put some kanji on that motherfucker, and I'm gonna say it. If you're gonna have any language to put on an animal as, like, symbolism and shit, kanji's probably a pretty good choice. Looks fucking stupid, though, so maybe it was just a bad idea to begin with. You know, what if I wrote, like, hippo on a Pokemon? That'd be cool. That'd be funny, but that wouldn't be. I don't know if I'd get billions of dollars for it. Not for me though. Of course for me, because I legally burned the game on a disk drive, and I legally made an emulator of the Switch bit by bit. Of course. Apparently they can brick the Switch 2 from any distance at any time, which is pretty interesting, I think. You know, in the sense that I don't like it. So I hope the emulator people find a way around that. You know? No shade to Nintendo or any game company. But low key, if you're charging 70 bucks, listen man. I could buy Lovely Planet for $2. And yeah, I'm getting a little angry, but conceptually speaking, this is a good game. Probably better from Assassin's Creed. Probably better than Assassin's Creed. Alright. I ain't gonna pay 80 for Assassin's Creed Odyssey when I can pay $2 for this game. Look at this. Uh-oh. Alright, well I guess that didn't really help my point, but the problem is, you know, I'm doing stuff, at least. You know, if I can get a good game for $2 and a great game for 20, I'm not paying 70 for shit. My problem is that the new Fire Emblem game is coming out on the Switch too, and I really want to play it. Now, have I played and beaten Fire Emblem Engage? No. But is that my fault? Also no, the story is bad. Every time any one of them speaks, I cringe and I evaporate into the earth. That's not how evaporation works, but just work with me. Fuck. It's so bad. It's so bad. I told my friend wanted to get into Fire Emblem. It was Mari. I don't know why I say my friend. It was Mari. Because she wanted to goon to Camilla from Fire Emblem Fates. And then I was like, well, low-key, you don't want to play Fates. The game is bad. I'll give you a different game. And then I gave him Fire Emblem Echoes. I was like, play this one. All right, pal. Don't waste your time. No. It was really helpful, actually. If you have a lesbian friend, get them into Fire Emblem. Alright, because if they're into being gay because they're, you know, because they like women, guess what? Not a lot of that in the Fire Emblem games. So what you can do is you can use women to get them into the video game, and then you're like, oh well, actually you can't. You know, there's no gay people. Well, there is in Three Houses, but besides the point. You know, you can be like, but there's a better game you can play. And since none of them have gay people in it, you know, just play this one instead. You know, works like a charm. By works like a charm, I've literally only done it once. So, 1-for-1 success rate. There's a deep darkness in my heart, if we can be honest with each other. There's a deep evil. And every time an apple falls, it grows a little stronger. That deep evil's name? Joe Biden, 2028, baby. Oh no. Well, bright side, I finished I finished all the things I had to do in my tax project. I had to write down the addition for, the thing is, they were like, add an Excel spreadsheet with all your work. I was like, okay, so I did. And I had more work than everyone else. So we all came to the conclusion where it was like, oh, okay, well, we should add all of our simple math. Which I thought was stupid at the time, because low-key, you have a calculator for that. That's not my problem. Turns out, a little bit of my problem. You know, turns out I did some of the math wrong. I accidentally overstated the amount of capital gains by $361. You might be thinking, "Moo, that's a lot of money. I would really enjoy $361." I'm so upset. I've never been more sad in my life. The world is so depressing. It was him. It was him. I know it was him. I can tell because I know in my heart. Alright. Anyways, what was I saying? Yeah, that's right. It was kind of pain in the ass. Especially because I did fucking, like, the second most amount of work. Alright, I'm like a fourth amount of work, fifth amount of work kind of guy, and they had me doing a lot more than that. They had me punching above my weight. I've never done a fucking tax return in my life. You're telling me I gotta make a Schedule A and a Schedule D? There are only 4 schedules. A bunch of other forms other than that, but listen, I had to do like, everybody else had to do like 2 forms. I had to do 4, and they all made it on the goddamn final sheet. Alright, I wasn't the only one to do 4. Most people did 4, but the difference between me and most people is that the 4 forms I did all made it on the balance sheet. Everybody else's 4 forms, 2 of them were fucking useless, and they had to go pick 2 more. So now, a bunch of my work found out that there was a minor error of $361, which you might be thinking is a lot, and I led up to the joke and then I twisted behind it. But it's like $20,000. $361 out of $20,000 is so small. Alright, it's so small. Alright, if I was the IRS, I wouldn't pursue $361. It's not that big of a deal. Taxes and a name trainer, I expect nothing less. This is the Muubody stream. What's up, Best Solution or Epinephrine? Welcome to this, back to the stream. Alright, that's due this Friday. Not gonna be there for it. It's effectively due this Thursday. I think. I don't know. I don't remember. Not my fucking problem, man. I finished everything I need to do. If any fucking one of those assholes put me bad with a peer presentation, then I'm gonna go to my goddamn professor's office. I'm gonna be like, well, if you believe it, these guys never showed up for their meetings. You know, we would make plans and they just wouldn't show up. You know, they weren't very available. I'm gonna throw fucking everybody under the bus, alright? One girl, so many people just weren't. I was there at every meeting. I was one of 2 people at every meeting, right? Which is crazy because we only had 3. The project took a month to do. You know, so you have one girl who's actually so helpful. Actually so helpful. She really led the project in a way. However, for the first meeting, when she gave us all of the tax forms we needed to do, she got some of them wrong. Now, afterwards, he posted guidance. He'd be like, okay, these are the tax forms you need. You know, there was really no way for her to know these things. But she, listen, she made me do extra work that I did need to do because I ended up going on the real tax return. But conceptually, you know, that's bad leadership. Being wrong, that's bad. You got the other assholes, you know. I'm gonna say it. Alright, I think Outlook needs a better search function. Alright, I use Outlook. It's because my personal email has Outlook at the bottom of it, and yes, it makes me so sad every day. It makes me so miserable. And I was looking through the emails, because I didn't email to like a Microsoft Drive link or whatever the fuck it was. It was whatever, it was weird. And I accidentally typed in uRent instead of uRem. Okay, can we copy? Listen, you knew what I was trying to find. There's only one person in my goddamn contacts with a Korean name, alright? Just give me them. I've only emailed one Korean person. Get them on the line. Alright? uRem and uRen is not that far of a name. Which one's the real one? I don't remember. Which one's the real name? I don't remember. She goes by Nicole, but her email is her Korean name. Although I do 100%. Oh, you've gotta be fucking kidding me, dude. I do 100% get it. Although I don't think her name is particularly like hard to pronounce. I think it's at this point it might be a cultural thing. Although I'm not an Asian American, I wouldn't know. Or just Asian. I don't know what they consider themselves. You know, surely Japanese people don't have an English name. Not to be like, oh, Japanese people don't deserve an English name. But like, Japanese is pretty easy to pronounce. Alright, I've never looked at a Japanese word and been like, fuck, I don't even know how to make that sound. That's never happened. Alright, pretty easy for the most part. But Chinese and Korean words, I fucking give up. Alright, what's up? What's up, Ethan? What's up, John? What's up, Michael? I don't know anybody named any of those, but well, I know white people name that, but I don't know if like an Asian guy named that. I was just using it as an example. It's always weird, you know? The idea of picking a name while you're like, you know, a child is a little odd, because like, if you get too adventurous with it, it's bad. If you get too adventurous with it, it sucks. You know? Not sucky in the way that like, oh, your life sucks, your name sucks. You know, you can't trust children to make the big decisions in life, so I wonder maybe if they pick their English name, or if their parents pick their English name, you know. It's for a more practical purpose, I guess. The only thing I can really compare it to, how are you doing this and talking at the same time? Badly! Clearly, look at this, I'm not making it. The only thing I can compare it to in my head is like transgender people picking their name. And low key, if you've ever met like a middle schooler transgender person, they got some stinkers. All right, we can listen. Let's just be real with each other. They got some stinkers, bro. Okay. They got some stinkers in there. Alright, you got white people picking up Japanese names. This is just not meant to be, dog. Your name is not Nezuko. Alright, it can't be. Alright, you did not watch Demon Slayer and pick that shit up. That can't be real. That can't be allowed. Surely someone has to sign off on that, right? I don't know. Maybe it's because it's for a more practical purpose, but you know, I've never met an Asian American with an English name, and it's anything like strange. It's all very normal, frighteningly normal, even. You know, James, Ethan, Evan. Like, these are names that, like, if I scrolled through top 50 baby names USA, I'd find. You know? Now, admittedly, it wouldn't make any sense for them to pick it wouldn't make any sense for them to pick a Japanese name. So I guess, yeah, no, nobody's naming themselves fucking Hinata or Nezuko or anything, or Midoriya. That's not true. That's not true. It would not be Midoriya, it'd be Deku. I know a Taiwanese guy named Evan. That's what I'm saying. The economy is different, and I imagine it's because the reason it's different, you know, because transgender people giving themselves a name, they're trying to discover themselves, and the problem with discovering yourself at middle school is that you're a middle schooler, and so you're a little cringe, a little bit. But with Asian people, they're just trying to get a name that white people can call them, and it's not gonna cause any issues. Which I guess I can, you know, I can understand as a white person who cannot pronounce Chinese or Korean for the life of them. You know, I get it. All right, my friend told me his Korean name, and I tried to pronounce it, and God, that was so bad. I felt bad. I felt like I had done something bad to him. You know what I mean? I felt like I had hate crimed him. You know, why? Alright, let's go. Hold on. I'm gonna start talking. Stop talking and start gaming. If I shut the fuck up, it works. If I shut the fuck up, it works. I can't fucking play the game silent. Oh my global schlintz. Oh my global schnapp. Are you fucking for real? What are we doing out here? What are we doing here? This is insane. Okay. Get real. Get real, pal. Man, I cannot shoot for shit. I don't think a cursor would make this any better. Maybe it would. God damn it, there's a fucking goon in the way, bro. Look at him. Gooning the place up. Gooning the place up. I can't shoot. God damn. Alright. Like, look at that. Why isn't it hitting him? It should be hitting him. It just, I need to shoot past him. I need to shoot past him. There we go. The problem is that when I fucking shoot past him, I hit the fucking shit behind him, which is bad. Because I need to hit one thing behind him. Oh, I'm so goated. I've never been more angry in my life. I'm filled with the kind of rage and hatred you can only get. I'm fucking nuts. Oh! Yes! I'm so goated, alright? Can we keep it real? Can we keep it real? Nobody in this world is better than me at this game. No comment. getting kind of hard now, huh? Shit's getting kind of tough, huh? This doesn't look fun at all. It's a little bit more aim trainery than I had thought. God damn it. It's like a puzzle, but you know, instead of pieces, you shoot things. God damn it. Alright, I personally am a little insulted at the fact that this shit just happens. There is an option to look ahead, but I don't think that's fun. You cannot slow down, by the way. That little pop and crackle, that little pop and crackle means that an apple has been launched in the sky. And if it falls, you lose. Come on. Ah! You've been doing this for an hour? Yeah. I've also been delirious at the same time. I'm in a little bit of a weird mood. I'm tired. I'm sleeping. And it's caused me to be a little weirder than normal. Like, look at that, man. What am I supposed to do there? Got him. We're good! Welcome to the Muubody stream. That's just how it is. Man, I'm tired. I'm sleepy. I didn't get a lot of sleep last night. But if I go to sleep too early, then I'll wake up too early and that'll be bad. There's a new Chainsaw Man movie out. Woodard really likes Chainsaw Man. I read it. It was alright. Balls. I was thinking about seeing it, but to be honest, I don't really know if it's my speed. I don't know if it's worth $10. I'm sure it's a good movie, but whether or not it's, you know, whether or not I'd be interested in it for however long. Oh, fuck. I am so upset at the world and everything in it. Boom! Damn it, autocorrect. It's okay. I know my name's not autocorrectable. Had I planned for the autocorrect, I would have done something like duck. You know? God damn it. If I... Okay. The problem, there's a purple one hiding beneath the first purple one. So, what the fuck was that? I literally didn't even do anything. Are you fucking for real? Where am I? God damn it. Where? Are you fucking for real, dude? I'm all the way over here. You're trying to get me over here. I'm all the way over here, and you're like, hey man, you gotta be over there. I'm not over there. Get your ass out of here. Get your ass out of here. I'm not over there. Alright, you can't be legit. Okay. Big jump. I don't have enough room on my mouse to do this. Okay, well, good news. I'm not dead yet. Bad news. Might as well be. Alright. Hey, I'm walking here. Hey, I'm walking here. I wanna go to New York. Hey, I'm walking here. That's what they say. You reckon New Yorkers get irrationally mad or just disappointed when you say that? Because, I don't know. They seem like the type to get irrationally mad, but that might just be a hurtful stereotype. Got your ass, buddy. Alright, get out of here. Hey, I'm walking here. Get out of here. 411. Oh my god. Gotcha. Well, that doesn't work out. That also doesn't work out. There we go. We go over here. Bing, bing, bing. Where? And wrong place. Wonder who came up with this game idea. I don't know. Someone on drugs, definitely. You know, I was talking to a friend for the first time in a long time. He was like, "Oh my god, we gotta catch up. You do drugs?" And I was like, "Ah, I just drank." He was like, "I don't know. You should do drugs." And I'll be like, "Oh." You know. Maybe if I was on drugs, I'd see the vision a little bit more. Oh my god! It's not that fucking hard. Just kill him. Shoot right at a guy, he doesn't die. Shoot right at a guy, he just lives. Alright. Take the jump. I literally didn't even do anything and I died. I literally just walked into the portal I needed to be at and I just insta died. Like what am I supposed to do there, man? Alright, I'm just a guy, I'm just a human. What the fuck am I supposed to do with that? Are we being for real? I can't jump into the portal? Thank God. Holy shit. Holy shit. Hey, I'm walking here. Ugh. I shot myself, so that's something. The world is so vast. I'm tired. I'm so sleepy. I can't. I'm sorry. I need real sleep. Did you do it? No. No. I beat the level I was just on, yeah, but I haven't beaten the game. There's more. I'm just so tired. I'm so delirious. I can't make any sense of it. I need a good night's sleep, and then I can come back. I can't finish this game. I feel like I'm on drugs, but in the bad way, where I can't wake up. I feel like I'm trapped in a dream, and then I wake up and I'm still there. I dreamt I was a butterfly, and now I'm a man. Was I dreaming that I was a butterfly, or am I now dreaming that I'm the man? You know who said that? I don't remember. I'm just tired. I'm sleepy as fuck. I don't blame you. I appreciate it, Best Pollution Epinephrine. I'm real sleepy. Alright, I'm delirious as hell. You know? Man. Well, I want to say thank you very much for watching the stream. I hope you had a good time. If you have any stream, I will stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will be my last stream before going on vacation. So I'll sleep extra big tonight, and I'll get some food before I go home. And then we'll fucking we ball. Alright, I'm gonna try my best tomorrow. I don't know what I'm gonna do yet, but I'm gonna do something, damn it. And I hope that you'll be excited for it. I don't know what it's gonna be yet. I'll figure it out. Alright, so I hope you had a good time watching the stream. I had a time. I can't remember. All of it's in a blur. I could have said my social security number. I wouldn't have known. And I hope that I'll see you for my final stream for over a week. Tomorrow's Fallout Day. Fallout Day. Oh shit, that's tomorrow? Low-key, they're stealing my shit. They're stealing my shit. Oh my god. Dude, they're my last stream's tomorrow. They're taking my shit. Fuck these guys. Fuck you, Todd Howard. I know you watched the stream. Alright, I see you right there. You're watching the stream, Todd Howard. Fuck you, man. Alright, you guys have a good one, and I hope I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye. I'm gonna nuke his balls, man. Fuck that guy.